Talking Scranton Prep girls basketball here on the John Mendola Show. Bob Beviglia, the head coach, and Bob, it's been a great year. Regular season over, and we're ready for the playoffs, right?
We are. We were fortunate enough, John, to go through the regular season undefeated, 13-0. We won 15 consecutive games. Our last loss was the first round of the Lina tournament. And, you know, we talked to the kids last night after the final regular season game at Honesdale and told them we have to shift gears now. And you know, winning the league championship was a huge goal for us. But the district championship was just as big. And the kids want to get back to Mohegan Sun. We were there two years ago. And they're looking forward to that challenge. But there's a lot of good teams in 4A.
Let's talk about the ladies responding to you after that Lina tournament. Was it a whole lot of challenging? Was it just them kind of doing it on their own, responding, taking up their game a little bit?
I was disappointed for the seniors in the Lina tournament because it was their last opportunity to win it. But I told them that there were bigger goals out there for us to accomplish. And the three seniors who you'll get to meet here tonight, Tversky, Claire Szymanski, and Elena Weston, have been true leaders throughout the whole year. And they bought in. They were with us over the summer. They worked hard. They got themselves ready, and more than anything else, they've accepted their own roles, and they've kind of formed roles for the younger girls on the team who have been very helpful to us.
Let's talk about this team. First, let's talk defensively. Man-to-man, zone, mix it up a little bit.
We're a man team, John. The one thing that we've changed a little bit from years past is we do pressure more up the floor. We have the guards who are able to do that. Alisa Penatar, who's here tonight, has been outstanding in our press. She kind of makes our press go, and she's a forward. She's long and athletic. We do a lot of zone pressing, 1-3-1, 1-2-1-1 in the full court, and we get after people man-to-man as well. But come half court, John, we're a man-to-man team. It's what we've done for 3 years.
Let's talk about the offensive scoring punch this year. We have multiple girls putting in the points.
Yeah, we've been balanced. Rachel Rose, who's a freshman, has been our leading scorer. She's the leading scorer in Division I of the Lackawanna League as a freshman. Has been outstanding for us, both handling the ball and scoring. We've gotten some scoring from her sister, Kathleen Rose, who's averaging about 10 points a game. And then our inside people, Tversky and Alisa Penatar, have both contributed huge games for us when we needed it. So we've been pretty balanced, but right now I'd say Rachel's kind of out in front. She's averaging about 15 points a game.
You and I had talked over the weekend. You're the first one to bring up, say, you know what, 4A, there's a lot of landmines in there.
Yeah.
And we're not going to slight anybody if we forget somebody, but the bottom line is, rattle off of some teams that you're aware of, teams you've been out scouting and seeing.
Well, I'll go with this. The top 5 seeds, I think, are very good. Wyoming area is probably going to be 5, Lehman 4, Berwick 3, Nanticoke 2, and us 1. We've seen all of those teams. We've actually played Lehman. We played Lehman earlier in the season. All of those teams present different challenges. We've played just about all of them at some point in the past. But I think it's got to be more of a focus on what we do as opposed to what they do. We believed all year long that if we play the game that we're capable of playing, we're a tough out. And the girls have proven that, certainly beating teams like Abington, Scranton, West Scranton in our league. So we feel that we're pretty seasoned and ready to face those teams. But, you know, at this stage of the game, one bad night and it's time to pack up the uniforms.
Well, it's been a special season. I know you want to keep going. As you said, the goal is Mohegan Sun Arena and maybe beyond. So we wish you well, Bob. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
Elena Weston joining us from Scranton Prep here on the John Mendola Show. We talk about the Lady Classics and how they're doing. And you're a point guard, so tell us a little bit about your role on the team.
My role on the team is more of a behind-the-scenes role. It's definitely, I don't score a lot of points, but my favorite thing is passing. So it's really easy when I pass, and my teammates usually make it. So it's an easy job this year.
How about the fun with the ladies? How much fun do you have with this group?
They're my best friends. Like, we do everything together. We have pasta dinners, sleepovers. I mean, hanging out before and after practices. We're always together.
Well, let's talk about some things at high school that you're doing. You're doing real well in the classroom. We know that. Penn State University is the next step for you. Talk about the accomplishment to land that.
Yeah, it's always been a dream of mine to go there, and to finally accomplish that is awesome. I'm so excited.
Let's talk about the family and people, athletic family, people coming out to support you. You going to, other people's games, so it's nice when you have that camaraderie as well.
Yeah, my sister actually coaches at Wyoming Seminary. My brother plays at Misericordia, so we're always at basketball games. I'm actually going to his game tonight, so I'm excited. I love watching him play.
What is it about this team you think that has given you such a positive season out there on the court in the Lackawanna League? And you're going back to that Lina tournament where you got stung a little bit and maybe being motivated from that.
It's definitely our chemistry. I mean, we definitely lacked that last year, and we honestly love each other so much, and we're best friends, and playing with people that you like is so much easier, and we just work really well together.
Let's talk about your brother Alec, and you're looking up to him and different people in your life that kind of keep inspiring you.
Yeah, I definitely look up to him. I try to play just like he plays, fast and aggressive. He passes really well, and I kind of just try to emulate him.
All right, well, we wish you the best the rest of this season. Of course, at Penn State University, again, congratulations.
Thank
and keep
you.
it going.
Thank you.
Claire Szymanski joining us here on the John Mendola Show. She is a senior shooting guard. And Claire, let's talk about how comfortable you are with the ladies on your team.
It's crazy. I've only known some of these girls only this year starting basketball. Some of them I've known since the beginning of prep 4 years ago. But we've really come together and created such a great team. It's just a great atmosphere to play together,
You're a busy lady at school, student council, secretary, Spanish, all this stuff. Talk a little bit about what you're doing.
I love prep. I'm one of those people that people always make fun of for loving my school so much, but it's a great school, it's a great place, and I love being the secretary because I get to do the things that people love. So.
Mark and Kelly, a couple older siblings. Tell us about each of them.
Well, my sister and brother both went to the University of Miami, which I hope to go to. My sister right now is going to medical school next year. My brother works at a real estate agency in Washington, D.C., and they've both become so successful right out of college. It's something I hope to do when I grow up.
So, the U, huh?
Yeah,
You're heading down to Florida. You hope so, and it all works out. What would you like to do with your degree, and what major are you looking at?
Well, I'm looking to go into medicine like my sister. I hope when I grow up to be an orthopedic surgeon, actually. I want to work with sports teams and be the doctor for a professional sports team when I'm older.
Some big goals. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about mom, sis, and your brother. And you mentioned a little bit about your sister and brother inspiring you. How about your mom?
Well, my mom has been there obviously since birth, but she's my backbone. She's my #1 supporter, and I wouldn't have gone through anything basketball-wise or life-wise without her. And I give all my credit to her, really.
Regular season's over. Playoffs are here. What's one thing you think this team needs to improve on between now and hopefully Mohegan Sun Arena? That's a long way away.
Yes, it is a long way away, but we are hopeful. And our path to get to where we are right now was really rocky, of course, but we work together, practice. It really comes down to practice. Every day we come in, we work hard for 2 hours, and I think that's what it's going to come down to. Just working together and focusing every day so we can finally get to the arena, which has been our main goal.
Claire Szymanski, the University of Miami is the next stop for her down the road. We wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Holly Tversky joining us from the Scranton Prep basketball team here on the John Mendola Show. Well, it's your senior year. Has the senior year gone the way you expected?
Definitely. My team and I always have goals set at the beginning of each year, and league and districts is the two of the goals. Luckily, we have one of them. So I think that we know the hard work that we put in was definitely worth it. So now we're just ready to even work harder these next couple of weeks and go into district strong and ready to play.
Let's talk about Coach Beviglia, his style and the way he kind of leads this team.
So Coach Beviglia came in when I was a sophomore, and the transition in coaches was kind of tough. But Coach Beviglia is such a positive person. He knows how to communicate to each of the girls. He knows how to get to us and get the point across of what we're trying to accomplish. All of our coaches are great, and we're just glad to have this coaching staff.
You're involved with track and field as well. Talk about what events you do and how much you enjoy that.
Yeah, it's something to do outside of basketball. I play basketball 24/7, whether I'm playing AAU or just with my friends. So I do track and field in the spring with my school team. I throw. I just started last year. I do jab, shot put, and yeah.
Sounds neat. Let's talk about some clubs and organizations you're involved with.
Well, we're told to build up our resume, so I just do things I love at prep. Spanish club is just a class I take, so it's just going outside of school and just experiencing a little more of that. I love baking, especially with my mom and my grandma, so I decided to do that club, and it's just a good time.
You have a older brother, Lewis, so tell us a little bit about him.
I do. My brother graduated prep. He goes to Drexel now. He's finishing up in construction management, working and finishing a degree. He's a big motivation to me to hopefully finish my 4 years and become successful like him. Math
and science, a couple subjects you're probably really good at, carrying a 4.0. Talk about why you like those subjects.
Those subjects have always just been easy to me. Not big into English, just has not attraction to me, so math and science just always like go together and I just enjoy them.
Let's talk about down the road, college, the group of schools that you're looking at and what you'd like to do.
Definitely. Arcadia University in Glenside, I'm looking to play basketball there, so I have an opportunity to go there. Outside of the area, James Madison University in Virginia, East Carolina, Drexel, where my brother goes, just some of the schools, and the University of Scranton.
You got a wide variety. I love all those schools. That's pretty darn cool. Let's talk about a couple role models in your life, Coach Jess and your grandmother.
Yeah, Coach Jess is a great person. She's been through a lot, and I think I look at her outside of basketball and inside of basketball. She brings such a positive attitude, and I just love her for that. My grandma does not know so much about sports, but she just knows how to communicate to me. She may be having the worst day of her life, but she knows how to get to me and how to tell me it's more than just basketball and more than just school. She looks at the bigger picture, and I inspire her for that.
Great to hear about Grandma and your story, Holly. We wish you the best at the next level. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alisa Penatar with us here on the John Mendola Show from Scranton Prep. We talked about the girls basketball program. It's your junior year, so you have a bunch of seniors to look up to. Let's talk about the leadership out of the seniors.
Well, they bring like great leadership. They're always there to help me when I feel down, especially Holly Tversky. She's another forward on the team. She teaches me like all these post moves that help me a lot throughout the game.
Let's talk about soccer and track and field, a couple of other sports you're involved with. You pretty serious in those areas?
Yes, I try to be. In soccer, I play goalie, and it really helps me with like my hand coordination to catch the ball. And in track and field, I high jump, and it helps me like sorry.
That's okay.
Track and field, I do high jump, and it helps me jump and like be able to jump up and catch the ball. And I also do hurdles, and it helps me with like speed and agility.
Let's talk about skiing, something that you enjoy. How involved can you be in skiing?
Yeah.
You know, just when you get a chance, when there's not basketball going on?
Yeah, whenever I like am off on the weekends, I try to go up to Montage and ski. It just is a fun thing for me to do. So.
A couple of siblings, Juliana and Christopher. Tell us about each of them.
My older sister actually played basketball. She didn't play her senior year. She's in their class, and she would we would go out in the backyard and we'd like play one-on-one with each other and scrimmage each other. So they taught me a lot.
4.0. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Latin. Who's that Latin teacher you have?
I honestly don't have Mr. Beviglia as my Latin teacher. I have another teacher, but I honestly love Latin. It's my favorite subject for some reason. I don't know why. It's sort of a random one, but...
Well, most schools don't even have Latin. Just Scranton Prep has a couple of Latin teachers.
Yeah,
that's pretty darn cool. Let's talk about the next step for you. And again, you're a little bit away, but talk about college, what you're thinking about right now.
I plan on majoring in engineering, a type of engineering. I really enjoy like math and physics and that, so I'm going to plan on taking a physics course next year at prep. So.
Let's talk about your grandma and your poppy and what they mean to you to push you along and inspire you.
Well, my grandma passed away 2 years ago, and she pushed me towards the direction of playing in basketball at Delmore when I was little. And my poppy just recently passed away in the fall, and he played in the Italian NBA. So he was like really good. He taught me like, it's not all about scoring. It's all about rebounds and like defense and everything. It's not just an offensive game.
That's very inspiring to hear about your late grandma and your poppy. Playing Abington Heights, always a great game, a great battle every year. You get to play them twice, which is fun too.
Yeah.
Talk about that rivalry.
It's always exciting going in. We always have a huge student section. Like it's always a game, no matter if like they have a down year or we have a down year. They always bring what they got.
Well, Lisa, it's great to talk to you today. We wish you the best as the playoffs approach, and good luck.
Thank you.
Kathleen Rose is with us from Scranton Prep. Kathleen, let's talk a little bit about this year's team and your role on the team, and it's a very successful season it's been.
Yeah, we were really excited coming into this year. We wanted to, I don't know, play a lot better than last year. We were kind of upset with the outcome of last year. So moving into this year, we had a more positive outlook. We had new players coming in that really stepped up and helped us. We're really excited. My role, like last year, it was basically all like I had to score, but I got a new role this year. I had to be more of a leader. I had to focus more on my defense, and everybody else helped along with that. So.
Well, you got a big family. So let's talk about everybody in the family and what everybody's up to nowadays.
My older sister is in graduate school in Maryland. My older brother plays basketball at Binghamton. He's a big role model for me. My younger sister Rachel's on the team with me, and then my younger brother Patrick is in grade school right now. He also plays basketball.
Somebody else loves Latin. You happen to like Latin. Talk about why.
It's not a lot of schools have it around here. It's a different subject. It's like the primary source for all of other languages. And Coach Beviglia teaches me, so it's kind of funny.
Talk about him as a teacher and him as a coach, some similarities?
Yeah, he's very loud in the classroom also. He's a good teacher. He gives me extra bonus points too, so it works out.
You have to earn them though,
yeah,
right?
You're right.
Let's talk a little bit about your parents and what they mean to you and all the things they do to make you successful.
Yeah, my parents have done everything for me for now the past 17 years. My dad's taught me everything I need to know about basketball and life in general, and my mom has brought me everywhere and has done everything for me.
Let's talk about some fun with the ladies. What do you do for fun other than pasta parties I see here? Let's see, travel with disco ball. What's that mean?
We bring a disco ball on the bus with us to every game we go to, and we just like sing and we dance, and I don't know, we have a lot of fun together. We're all really close, and we're just like best friends. It's been really fun.
That sounds awesome. A good time to be in high school. Keep up the good work, Kathleen. Thank you so much for your time. Rachel Rose with us from Scranton Prep. Was talk about some basketball this year. And what's it like being a freshman with this group of players?
It's definitely a great experience. I love every single one of them, and I'm learning a lot from the coaches and each of the players.
How about playing varsity sports as a freshman? How nervous were you when the season started?
When the season started, I was definitely very nervous, but all the seniors, they calmed me down, and they made me feel like I belonged.
Soccer player, how serious are you about that sport?
I love soccer. I like to play it a lot, but it's more I play that more just for fun, to get me in shape and ready for basketball.
Let's talk about your sister that you play with on the team. You know, is it she help you along the way when you're out of court? Do you have some times where it's like, hey, pass me the ball?
We have some times where we fight like every sisters do, but it's a great experience playing with her. Not many people get to play with their siblings, and it's awesome, and I'm learning a lot from her.
Latin is your favorite subject, so tell us why.
Latin is different. I didn't do that at my grade school, and I like to see new challenges.
You're carrying a 4.0, so keeping a good job in the classroom. Let's talk about now some role models in your life, and you have several of them that kind of put those pieces together to make you who you are.
Some of my role models, my coach Jess, she helps me a lot with like school-wise, with science, and she stays with me after practice to shoot. My brother Timmy, he plays at Binghamton right now, and he's just like, I just like to watch him play. And my parents do everything for me, and my dad basically taught me how to shoot and dribble and do everything basketball-wise.
Down the road, future-wise, what are you thinking that you'd like to do? Is basketball, you think, something you want to play in college?
I still am very young, so I'm seeing where basketball takes me. I'm hoping basketball is in my future for college.
Well, you got a bright future, that's for sure. It's been a nice tradition with the Rose family, with the sport. We wish you the best, Rachel.
Thank you so much.